Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Abdec. Last time we finished, kind of. We finished the main puzzles. We finished 44. We got 45 done, and then got terrified by the rest of these. And then I went off. Oh yeah, I wasn't able to figure out what was going on with the eyes. I'll have to come back to that. Well, I was thinking we should probably try some of the others as well. But then we also went to this back bit where I ended up eventually realizing, just by the light, I think it was it just from the light shining through, that, oh, you've got eyes. I wonder if your eyes are relevant. They're both open. I don't know what that would mean. Ended up eventually realizing that the letters on this side line up with the squares on this side, and then I went and cut them out. I've still got these here in case we need to use them. But I'm now beginning to believe that maybe I never actually used them, because we realized that actually the letters between, it's like it wanted me to cut them out of the book and then notice what was left. I think that's kind of the intended thing to happen. It may be that these little pieces end up still being useful at some point. Maybe for that one, that like scrap paper puzzle that's got like a cube, this one. Well, I didn't really think so, but I guess I can't be certain. Anyway, so then we found the URL here, and then that led us to this adults, this expansion, Path of Adults. It's not going to really show up properly. That is on. There's like a URL for the adults book, which is another. It's like an extra book with an extra 20 pages. Now, is there any way I can like? Can I grab this out of my phone or something? Hold on. Oh, there we go. I got it out of my phone. That was terrible. Whatever. I got it printed. There we go. That's the actual truth. I got the PDF printed, and I asked for it. I spoke to Blaj, the designer of these books, and he sent me a copy of the PDF with some slight changes. Like we discussed, like what would be necessary to print it. And he sent me a copy of the book with some slight changes. So thank you very much to him. And so there are. I guess I'll go through it. But I sent it to the print shop, like asking if they could try and recreate the look of the original book as closely as possible. It's not quite as high quality. Like I don't know if it'll be possible to tell in the video, but there's definitely slightly high quality on the original book. I think Blatch was saying they used like offset printing. I know a little bit about printing, but not too much. But I think that's probably is the reason for the difference. But I think it looks great. Look at it. It's lovely. I've got my own little copy of Path of Adults. And I even like, so obviously it's got the same kind of binding. The thickness of the went to this specific level of detail. The thickness of the paper for the front cover and the back cover for the main book, it's like thicker than it is for the middle pages. And so I asked for the same thing here. I think it is exact. I think it's pretty much an exact match for thickness. But yeah, the only thing that's going to be slightly different than intended with the PDF is that in order, because it's quite a short book, not many pages, in order to like put this kind of binding on it, you need more pages. And so we've done like single sides for all of the pages. I asked Blaj if that was okay, and he said, yeah, it's totally fine. Doesn't break any of the puzzles, which is good, because like, you know, the thing like over here, this thing with the things on the other side, it would have mattered if that had been printed differently, but apparently it doesn't matter over here. Oh, the other thing that you'd notice, and it's funny because I had totally just believed that what I'm seeing on the back here, like on the blank part of the paper, is just like the texture of the paper, right? Like in the original book, but no, that's printed on. So where we've got single-sided pages, you can notice that this side is like much whiter than this side. It's because this just doesn't have the paper texture printed on. It's kind of amazing how well that paper texture just like blends in and makes it look like it's just actually part of the paper. But But anyway, we'll conceal that by like folding it or something. We'll work on it like that. That's fine. It's close enough. I think it came out great. Anyway, enough about the printing. I guess we can look at this now. We can look at the path of adults. So let me just double check that on the page there wasn't anything. It just said, congratulations on reaching this page. Solve the following exercise, then return to the source. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. Let me get my... Because I use my phone as a timer while I'm recording in case I need to like mark any times. And so I need to get back onto the timer, and I have done that. All right, path of adults. What's going to happen here? I need to get myself back in the frame of mind of I'm solving puzzles again. I'm not talking about printing. Look, we've got... That's... I forgot about the circles behind puzzles. The original book had them as well. But only like early on, I think. Does that tie... Look, here. Could that be to do with the punctuation or something here? Okay, let's not forget about that. We'll come back to that. Path of adults, A. Okay, I can see that an A could fit there. Interesting. Okay, so you're an adult, I assume, and you walk a path. And I have to fit a shadow, I'm calling them shadows now, where the path is not. That is my assumption for now. Let's not draw it in yet until we get to the next one. Oh yeah, there's nothing on that page. Let's fold it like this. Okay, so I was sort of expecting that there's going to have to be some way for me to figure out what the path of the adult will be. Are there any good indicators? Is it just a case of like, they keep going until they hit a corner? This is like very different. It's interesting. Keep going until you hit a corner. Or maybe it goes that way. No. Ooh. Is it a case of the adult like knows what needs to be drawn and will walk every other space? Is that possible? What shape is a D? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember. It's the... I'm going to look it up just in case. D... Yeah, okay. So three, and then it's like three. It's like a B and an A stuck together. Okay, what are the implications of that? Let's figure that out. That. What are the implications of that? Oh, and the D has to cover that. Interesting. So, and you've got to go somewhere. Right, okay. I think we can figure things out from this. So you need to be able to go somewhere. I think you probably have to cover every space. That is going to be my guess. So you're going to have to go here. You're going to have to go here. The D's certainly not going to get across to that space. So you're going to go this way and this way. The D is going to be there. It's not going to go all the way across. So it's going to be at most too wide here. I'm thinking exactly like this. Path of adult goes this way. That feels pretty correct to me. So what am I thinking the rule is? The rule is that the adults must walk every uncovered space. Is there any other position I could have put D such that there would still be a path through here? I don't think so. No. Okay, I feel pretty confident about that, but I'm going to check it on the next one as well. Okay, 3. Isn't this fun? We've got an actual physical printout of it. Also, it's good job this managed to get this done fast enough. Like, when did I last play? Probably like 5 or 6 days ago. So in that time, we've sorted out the new PDF, sent it to the print shop, got it printed. I've had to go and pick it up from the print shop. I did that today, and I got it. Woohoo! Okay. Let's think about it for this one. I'm pretty certain I'm thinking about the right thing here, but it's worth continuing just in case I come across any problems. So the path of the adult. Oh, so interesting. That goes there. Ooh, maybe it's not to do with covering every space then. There just has to be a path. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if this B goes, there's like a few ways this B could go. Oh gosh, let's not forget that I can scale. Oh, here I can't actually scale. So yeah, I can't scale in any direction. Oh, maybe I can actually. No, no, I can't. So there is no position for the B that actually leaves a path to go over here except lying down. Like if it's vertical, then the adult could only stay here, which is maybe fine because we're obviously never going to go into this space. Okay, so then this is going to be about, well, what's the actual requirement for the path of the adult? Obviously, it has to make a loop. It has to get back to where it was. But I need to think of some rule that would make that. Maybe it has to be a longest path or something like that. However, there are two longest paths here. If the B were like this, then this would be a path. If the B were... Sorry for the smudges. If the B were here, we'd have exactly the same path. Curious. We have exactly one B to place and a B shape there. Very curious. What is this going to mean? What is this going to mean? So clearly neither the B nor the adult is going to go in there. So clearly there's no requirement for every space to have to have been walked in. So what is the requirement for you? What is the requirement for you? To have walked in... Okay, here's a possible answer, a possible rule, which is that if I draw the B that way again, then the adult walked past a space that it wasn't able to go into. As in, so it's basically, I'm thinking the rule might be that the adult has to walk every space within the light area, the unshaded area that it is in. I think that's probably it. Whereas if I do the B over this side, then it can walk everywhere. If I do that, so if I did this, we'd be leaving this space open, which I think is not good. I think that's probably the rule. I feel pretty confident about that idea. Feels like a good rule to me. And similarly, if like the B were here, we've left like all of these, but okay, I am pretty confident about that. Clearly, I'm supposed to be already putting some of these solutions in, but guess I'm after that E experience. So I think the solution here is going to be this. But yeah, after the E experience, I don't trust anything anymore. And yeah, the B's now blocking off these two. That feels pretty good. Do I want to... I'm going to stop putting them in, I think. All right, so let's get to that first page. Okay. So, get the pencil. So the A is going to go here. Is it visible? Not really, because it's just drawing on the lines, but there we go. So it's going to go there. Here, the D is going like this, like this, like this, like that. And then the path is going around the outside like this. Fill up every space, not leaving any spaces in its area unfilled. Path fails 3. Oh yeah, so this one was here. I'm pretty confident about this, to be honest. I'm just going to do it. I believe it. Like the way the B so neatly covers those two squares, that feels like that's what that's communicating to it. It's interesting to think about that, right? Like the communication of a puzzle and what it can communicate. Like just the very nature that there's a, you know, there's a position for B that covers those two things. Like it tells me something. It's so weird, isn't it? It's not just the language of the abs, it's also the language of the puzzle designer and how they communicate. It's fascinating. All right, let's try and apply that logic here. This is fun. I'm liking this rule set. It's neat. And we know, because we've accidentally gone to the page multiple times in the main book, that there's a kind of path of adults solution in that book. Although, still not sure what that would mean. Is there going to be a path I have to draw in that book somewhere? Okay, this one. So we've got a D-shaped place. And it's got to cover U and U. Oh, what's this going to mean with diagonals? Ugh. But we don't have to worry about it because you're in the corner. Well, unless you can be covered by the path. Probably not. I think you have to be shaded. Yeah, because the path is a path, not like a square covering. So, so to cover this, it's so hard to visualize a D shape. Are there multiple ways? If we're hitting U, there are multiple ways. Right, okay, so one way would be like this, which is problematic because then we can't into this space. Another way would be, let's just rotate it around, I guess. Not like that. Not like that. Like that. Same problem there. Oh, I feel like we're going to have this problem all the time, aren't we? Yeah, because there's always going to be that space. Like, otherwise, so that means we need a 4 wide shape. Maybe the path can cover you up. Maybe the path can cover these. Huh. What would that imply? Like, that's always going to be a problem, that space there. Because it's adjacent to the adult starting point. Adjacent to the adult starting point. So that has to be filled with something. That's bad because we can't make a loop. That's loopable, but we haven't covered that up. There's no scaling that would make this better, I don't think. Or is there? No, I can't scale because I won't be able to cover that because it's in the corner. So doesn't that mean the path has to cover that? Maybe I shouldn't have been so confident with my rule. Like if the path can cover that thing, then this works. But are there other solutions that would work? No. Basically, I guess what we're saying is, which side have I drawn on? That side. I don't have my eye in the corner. Okay, so let's assume that maybe the path can cover it. Let's follow that rule. If that's the case, then could the path reasonably go to here? Well, I'm not sure we'd leave space for a D shape, would we? We'd have to come like through here. Yeah, there'd be no space for a D shape and to get back to U. But we'd have to go like at a minimum. just wouldn't work. Okay, so that implies that the D shape must be covering up that thing in the corner. And so if it is covering that thing in the corner, then Well, so any positioning that covers you and you leaves this gap open, so we're not covering that. Therefore, we must be going there. Therefore, the D shape must cover that and do this, and that has to be the position it goes in. Okay, that ends up being unique. If we could assume that you can cover that with a path, then that's unique. It's okay that we left that space there because it's outside of the region that the adult is in. All right, so it feels pretty good, but not good enough that I want to confirm it on the next one. We've got an even bigger shape here. What's going on? It's not a circle now. It's like a pill shape or whatever. What do you want to call that? A capsule. Huh. Okay. Interesting. ABC. ABC. Okay, ABC. So this is going to be about positioning those A, B's, and C's such that there's a... Yeah, okay. Interesting. This is fascinating. So you need a path. Obviously, you're going to go two directions from the start. So one of these is going to be full with a shape. Now that's interesting in and of itself. I could believe it might be... And we need to be able to navigate this loop because we're going to be hitting these. Yeah, like if we put the A, B's, and C's... In fact, to cover these up with the letters, we would have to use all three of them down here, yes. And then we've just got a problem up here where we just wouldn't be able to walk the path and cover every space. So yeah, this path is going to hit these. So it's going to come down here in some way. It might go over the top. If it went over the top, then what would go in here? A C, but then that space would be open. So no. Ooh. Oh, no. I was going to say, are they all going up here? That doesn't work out though. B, A, C, there'd be a space left over. Oh, but they don't have to all go up there. We could do B, C. So what I'm thinking is B, C. And then there's a place I could put an A that would make this work. So you'd come around to here. You'd have to go this way, but that's bad. Oh, but what if we just cover you up? So the A is going to cover you up like this. That feels good, doesn't it? I am pretty confident that that was unique. I am pretty confident. Because yes, we have to take this route. And we know we have to come back up afterwards. So these have to be blocked off. Can't be blocked off. An A could have blocked off up there. Okay, so let's imagine if that had been an A instead. Could we have put a C somewhere here? Again, it's not possible to hit all of these. And there's nowhere I could put a C that would block off. I could put a C like there, but then once again, like, we wouldn't be able to go around this both ways. And if this has been covered here, we'd have had a little space there. If this has been covered, we wouldn't be able to come out. I'm pretty confident that's it. Pretty confident. Do I want to double check the next one as well? But it's possible the next one is introducing a new rule or a new aspect of the rule. Let's check it at least. 6. What are we saying the rules are? A, B, and C. It's funny how we've like basically stopped doing angled things, at least for now. Interesting. So, A, B, C. A, B, C. So this has to be an A. That has to be covered. In theory, it could be like this. It might not be able to be like this if this is like available to the adult. Does this mean the ones we've been seeing all along are the kids? I guess so. Also, this is going to be awkward as well, isn't it? But you need a B shape on you. Now, actually, we could scale up a B here. But if we were to do that, I think we'd have problems. Yeah, we'd have major problems, right? Could scale up a B. But then who's covering this? The C? And then what are you doing? Yeah, no. Okay, let's do... we've got to remember, we are drawing a path here, so we can put some deductions in immediately, which are... which immediately makes the B not possible. Okay. Of course, we might just be joining up with ourselves immediately, but probably not. I reckon you're going to be covered by a C, like that. But that B is going to have to get rid of this space, isn't it? Because if it goes sideways, that space is going to be available to us. Unless we put the C in there, I guess. Because what if the path goes over here? Yeah. Yeah. So if there's a B going horizontal there, no, sorry, vertical there, and then we go over here, should I just draw it in? Let's draw it in. We're going to go over here. Let's think about where the C could go to help out. Go here. It can't go adjacent to any of these. Oh, remember it can go in at an angle. What does that mean for the path, though? I guess it's cells that have got nothing in them, maybe. So now we have a parity issue here, right? How do we hit that and that? Yeah. Oh, so then maybe C goes there. But then if it can go there as well, equivalently, we have a problem. Which I think it can. Yeah, right? If A were here... Oh, sorry, I should have drawn that as a box. Then, yeah, this path could go like that. And then C could go there or there. And we'd have a solution. No, it can't go there because it would change the B shape. So it'd have to go there. That kind of came together pretty well, but I'm not super confident it was unique. Let's go again and like try and deduce more. Let's say this A, we're going to go like this. Well, you'd have nowhere to go except connect up immediately, but there's no way we're then filling up like this space. No, that's just not going to happen. So that has to go up further, for sure. Therefore, the A is not going that way. And if it goes this way, this would have to be covered up by C. It goes this way, this would have to be covered up by C. Okay. I mean, A could also even be bigger. It could be like that. But then it would touch the B, so no, it can't. Okay. So if it goes this way, C would have to go there. And what are the problems with that? A, C, B. I would not be able to get into this space and back out. And B can't cover that because it would leave this open. Yep. Okay. So that's a problem. So other ways A could go. Like that. Again, that'd have to be covered by C, and it can't. So then this has to cover that. This has to cover that. If we do it like this way, then this space is a problem. It can't have any other shape in it because we've got A and B. Can't have the C there because it would make the A shape not an A shape anymore. And then, I mean, I suppose the C could go here, but then we have the same problem coming through this space. Is it clear what I mean by that? If the A is like this and we put the C there, which doesn't touch the A, and then the B is here in some way, well, it can't go across because it leaves this space for the adult to walk through, so it'd have to go down, but then we have this kind of bottleneck that we can't walk into. So I'm pretty confident, actually, that this is just leading to where I was. So again, we know this bit. We know you've got to cover U, but not leave that space open, so this is happening. We know a C is going somewhere, but not there and not there. We know a B is going up here. If the B, again, the B can't be big, so if the B goes rightwards, and it has to be orthogonal, if the B goes rightwards, then the C would have to go here to stop the adult from going into it. And it can't block it off earlier. Yeah, there's no way to do that. So the B would have to go down. And if we did that, then do we have a problem about like placing the C somewhere? C can't just cover U. It can't just be bigger because it would leave this space open. It can't go over here because it would create that bottleneck. It can go here. That feels unique. I think I'm confident with this rule. All right. Let's go back a few puzzles and put those in. Oh, what page did we get to? 4 was it? Did we do 3 of them? Yeah, we did 3. Okay, so back to 4. What was it? It was that you walk on that, don't you? So it was, oh yeah, it was this. It was, you go there. D shape is like this, yeah, and that space was free. This pencil does not feel as sharp as it once was. All right, that's fine. And then you can walk this path. This is a cool rule set. I like it. It's going well so far. I'm not having too many major struggles. This one was B up here, right? Yes. Okay, is there a reason this couldn't be C? That would mean this would have to be A. So that would mean a B down here to try and block off. Yeah, there's no way it's going to work. All right, so I'm pretty confident about this one as well. B, C, and then A covering U. That's cool. And it can't be covering that one because this space will be open. Yeah. A covering U, and then we draw a path. Neat. Fun. Always love when there's paths in games. Anybody that knows me knows that. I love wires, pipes, paths, anything like that. It's amazing. I love it. And then this one we just did, it was A covering U. I'm like blocking off all this. B going down to block that little alcove off. And C was here. Yeah, there's definitely no way a rotated C would be good in this. Yeah, I'm pretty confident with that as an answer. All the way up to there and down here. That's cool. All right, folks, I think I'm gonna have to leave this for next time. I bet we start doing this puzzle and it all falls apart. Maybe. We'll see though. All right, it's fun to be doing this extra little book. I've got 3 books in the Letterbox design series now. One of them is like pretty unique. Oh yeah, one thing to mention is that so apparently somebody else, I think in Blaja's Discord or something, had also printed it, and that sort of inspired the conversation to talk about printing it myself. So thanks to them for doing it first and inspiring this idea. It was fun to get this printed. I also just really enjoy like getting stuff printed. Like I've got lots of like posters and prints and stuff, and many of them are video game related or like puzzle game related in my house, and I got them all printed, and it's just fun to send stuff and like the fun thing about sending like puzzle things to a printer is that they're always like, what is this? Like they usually get like it's like mostly just marketing things and like banners and things to have at conferences and whatever. But then I send them a little puzzle book to print out, and it's always nice and weird. Anyway, see you next time, folks, and we'll continue with Path of Adults 7. Goodbye.